So I decided to give myself hiatus from as an actor because I needed to heal my body. And being an entrepreneur at heart, of course, I always want to be creating something. And so the online space is something I was already familiarizing myself with and, recognizing where, society's going in terms of content and knowledge and sharing, teaching, education. It's all online. So I really wanted to just immerse myself into that. And I found myself landing in school. It's a platform for communities, but also courses. And I really was drawn to it because Alex Ramosi was promoting it at the time. And it was fun, and they had the school games. And it felt like it had all the components of what I was already researching, where to upload courses, what do you need to get people engaged, there's a community, all the things, a calendar. And so I just went on to kind of see where things would land. And then of course the question is, what am I doing here? What am I going to offer? What am I sharing? And so really taking the time to explore. I've said this a lot. In the first few months, I felt like I was a chaotic scientist in a lab, just throwing things at the wall, pouring things in beakers, ideas just exploding everywhere. And some were great and some were not great. But, I had to really just, in true entrepreneur style, just kind of see what works and test it all. Leave no stone unturned is really how I was doing it. And I was very new to marketing, sales, all those things is so foreign to me and kind of scary at the time, to be very honest. And so it's taken, I think we're hitting almost a year of me being online. And I really wanted to also find a different way of showing up for myself, not as an actor. Of course, I'm still happy to promote the projects that I'm involved in, but not so much just, my day-to-day life. I wanted to give something of real value. And it took time for me to talk to a lot of people, ask a lot of questions, find out what people need and what they're looking for. But because there's something for everyone online, but also something that aligns with me. At the same time, I'm asking the questions of what's my passion? What could I see myself doing for many, many years to come? That's feeding my soul, that's fulfilling when I'm not on set. And to be honest, at that time, I didn't know when that would be, me returning to work as an actor and a producer, because I didn't know. It was the first time I ever broke a bone in my body, and I decided to break my back. So I had no idea. I had to kind of let everything go, including my career at that time, so that I could really come to everything with a blank slate, a clean mindset, and allow it to unfold for me. And it was actually really fun to do that, but also exhausting and at moments terrifying. And any entrepreneur knows it's like there's that when you're building something, there's that moment of many moments of like the downward spiral or the doubt, imposter syndrome, all the things I'm not immune to, right? Because I'm human. And also, do I give up? This isn't for me. But as soon as those thoughts come, that's when for me, I have to keep going, because I am really drawn to finding answers and seeking answers. So there were a lot of questions that I kept asking along the way. So long story short, to answer your question, how I found myself running a community is that's just kind of where everything aligned. And I really enjoyed the process of building something and seeing it come to life and seeing if it resonates with people. And I'll be really honest, in the beginning, I had, the names change, what I was offering change. I would show up in rooms and no one would be there, but I'm like, I'm going to show up anyway, because I have to, the classic, yeah, you build it and they'll come. And so, but it was a great learning process for me to really, also for me to learn what I enjoy in the process. Do I actually enjoy running these calls? Do I enjoy posting, not just in social media, but, in a really, what I want to create is a safe place for people, that for them to show up, learn something new that's, for their business, but also for their personal journey, because I think that's, more important really than, anything else, because is our personal journey.